everybody. I'm Dr. Astha Mishra. I'm a doctor as well as a fitness professional. Today I am here to discuss with you some of the important lifestyle modifications that we need to incorporate in our day-to-day life to help us fight this deadly pandemic of coronavirus. We know that there are many people who have become corona positive. That means the virus has already entered their system, but they haven't developed full-blown deadly symptoms of the disease. At the most, they develop just a few symptoms and that's it. How does this happen? Because they have an excellent functioning immune system. So let's discuss in brief some of the bare minimum basic things that we should do to boost our immunity. Let's begin. We know that we need antibodies to fight infections, and antibodies are made up of proteins. That means we should eat a lot of proteins. There should be a lot of complete protein in our diet. That means just eating paratha achar or eating noodles. No, that won't help. Animal protein is complete protein, but we know that a lot of non-vegetarian food is not recommended because it is associated with lower recovery rates in this pandemic. We should rely largely on dairy protein because it is animal protein and complete protein. So at least 2 servings of milk, cheese, curd or paneer a day would help. Rest we have to depend upon the plant protein. Plant protein is incomplete, but we can eat a combination of plant proteins to make it complete. That means a combination of any one pulse or any one dry fruit or besan or dairy product plus grain. Grain plus pulses, they make complete protein. So dal plus rice, roti plus dal or chole puri or kadhi made up of besan with rice. This is an example of complete plant protein. So a lunch or dinner should largely comprise of complete plant protein, and the morning breakfast can also be of complete plant protein, like we can have aloo paratha with curd, or we can have paneer ka paratha, or we can have dal ka paratha, or we can have peanut chutney plus roti, or we can have poha plus peanuts. So we should have complete proteins in our diet. Another thing that is important is we should have a lot of healthy fats in our diet because they also boost our immune system. So don't deprive your kids of desi ghee, homemade butter, not that packaged and processed butter that you buy from the market. Homemade butter or filtered kachi ghani oils. There should be no vanaspati ghee, no reheated oil and no refined oil. This thing is very important because most of the people are restricting fats in their diet, and this will actually bring down your immunity levels. Another thing that is important is a meal should be regular. We should eat within 1 hour of getting up, and then we should eat every 2.5 to 3 hours after that. Why this is important? Because if you stay hungry for a long time, your stress hormone cortisol rises, and cortisol is associated with lower immunity levels. So if your cortisol level is very high, your immune system doesn't function at its optimum. In the morning, your cortisol levels are highest. That is why early breakfast is needed. When your cortisol level is high, you take breakfast and it goes down. So if you get up at 7, at least have a fruit before 8 and then have a complete breakfast around 8:30 or so. Then you have to eat every 2 to 2.5 hours. It can be a glass of milk or a bowl of curd, then your lunch. Then 2 to 3 hours after that, you can have homemade halwa or laddu or homemade laiya chivra or homemade any other namkeen. And then you can have your dinner. Dinner has to be there before 8:30 p.m. and then milk after that if you are sleeping around 10:30 or 11. And your meal should be complete, fresh, and they should consist of seasonal foods. That means no apples during summer. You cook your meal and eat just a few hours of cooking. You can't wait for very long because the antioxidant content of your meal declines sharply after cooking. So eat fresh food, local food, seasonal food. Another important thing is that you should have a lot of antioxidants in the diet. Most of the adults are already eating gurj, kilo and so much of all that stuff. I'm not against that. But they usually ask me that how can we give all this stuff to our kids? You really don't need to give all that to your kids. If you are eating fresh food, cooked in healthy oils, fresh vegetables, cook them the way your kids like. Don't try giving them this pureed vegetables or blanched vegetables or steamed vegetables. Stir fry them in good amount of spices the way your kids like. If they don't like it, they won't eat it. So you should give them fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, fresh food, and they will have a good amount of antioxidants in their system. Why do we actually need antioxidants? Because antioxidants help fight the free radicals. Most of the infections generate free radicals in the system. But the problem is even the junk food and the outside food you eat generates free radicals in the system. So if there are so many free radicals in the system, the antioxidants that you are taking in your diet won't help. So first of all, throw away all the biscuits, all the packaged stuff, packaged juices from your kitchen, noodles and everything. They are good as once a week treat for the kids. That's it. If you want their immune system to work at its optimum, throw away all the foods that generate free radicals in their system. Another important thing that they need is a good amount of sleep. The kids who are 6 to 7 years old need at least 9 to 10 hours of sleep. Kids who are 14 or 15 years old need 8 hours of sleep, and we as adults can do away with 7 hours of sleep. Why we need adequate amount of sleep is because lack of sleep again raises cortisol levels, and cortisol brings down immune system and our immunity. So we need a good amount of sleep to help us fight infections. Another thing that we need is exercise and activity. So the kids should jump, run, shout. They shouldn't sit in front of television and keep watching the video games, because again lack of activity will again bring down their immunity. And last but not the least, avoid the digital exposure. At least cut it down, because they are taking online classes. They cannot cut down the digital exposure completely. But if you watch television or iPad or mobile for a long time, the calming hormones in your brain, the serotonin level, goes down. So you have seen the kids who watch a lot of mobile and television, they become jittery and irritable. Very difficult to manage kids. So cut down this thing and just give them 10 minutes of iPad, 10 to 15 minutes, if at all you need to give it, the day the class goes on. And whenever there is any vacation or holiday, then you can give them 30 minutes of digital exposure. Even you have to limit the exposure to television. This is very important. And last but not the least, you don't have to worry, you don't have to feel jittery, you don't have to fear this coronavirus. We know that we have the knowledge to protect ourselves, to protect our kids. So just take the necessary precautions and necessary steps, and I hope we'll pass through this pandemic in no time, and we'll back to everything normal very soon. All the best.